Hello and welcome to my interim presentation video for Assessment Task 3, Super Graphics for Social Change. The following topics we'll be touching over today is the introduction, research, concept sketching and refined sketching. The introduction. This assessment task requires us to design and engage a super graphic for a real-world scenario. Through collecting images to create a mood board, then a stylescape, we must pick the best option that relates to the homey clothing brand. The Homelessness of Melbourne Incorporated Enterprise, otherwise known as Homey, is a Melbourne-based company which aims to empower young people to thrive. We must pick a theme and then use that to create our design. Incorporating the Homey monogram into our design, we will show our super graphic in one high-quality mock-up. The mock-up context must relate to Homey either on the facade of the store or on a delivery van or something similar. Research. This is my mood board. This mood board focuses on super graphics that I found interesting, cool, and eye-catching. I was trying to find images that related to a few different themes, so then for my stylescape, I could refine and pick two best possible themes. My first stylescape relates and focuses on a mixed media, illustration, and artistic theme. With these designs, I really like the way they have tried to capture a person doing something, such as a person playing music, or faces eating, or something like that. It seems like for this design, it must relate to a topic of choice through its design. All these designs can help relate to a certain message and help convey a message that Homey, the clothing brand, is trying to communicate. Through the design principles and elements, these messages can be addressed in a fun, visual, and pleasing approach. My second stylescape focuses on designs that have included typography. With these designs, they have all tried to make the typography the main element, but then supporting it with all the other principles and elements around the typography. I really like this design the most, as it seems as the art around the typography helps portray the message as well. Styling it in a unique way, it can help convey the message, such as Homey's messages, and the way that the approach is decided on, it can set out a path for a very excellent super graphic. Concept sketching. For this style, I wanted to follow the artistic style of the drawing and somehow still focus on including and relating the Homey brand. For this first design, I focused on a bunch of hands being there and supporting each other by touching the Homey logo all together. This second design focuses on happy people relating to Homey and trying to support and reach the message that Homey focuses on and a happy and good well-being. This third concept relates to that when supporting Homey, you can reach the sky. Wearing a Homey t-shirt and being as high as the clouds can relate to the sky is the limit and trying to convey a powerful message through drawing. The fourth concept looks at worlds coming together with Homey being in the middle for the main focus. Coming together as one and trying to relate all these sketches somehow is what I'm trying to achieve for this design. This fifth design, I wanted to try something a little different. I tried to show a bunch of shapes all together and Homey in the middle and focusing on them together. This sixth design focuses on two girls looking at the Homey logo together, but what's most important is that the Homey brand is the main attention and focus. The seventh design, I wanted to try something that was a bit different. It's a spiderweb with the Homey trapped in the middle, but to me this means that the Homey is holding everything together and the spiderwebs is formed because of Homey. This eighth design focuses on a t-shirt in the middle of smoke and fire to show the exclusiveness, freshness of the Homey clothing brand. For my second stylescape concept sketches, I was focusing on trying to convey the message of Homey in a way that is a visual metaphor, but also represented the message for Homey. I tried this design many times in a different way, but this second option was my favorite and I felt like it was unique and interesting. All these designs are very similar, but this third one has the sun behind it that brightens and focuses on the label. This fourth option is a different try at conveying the message in a unique but similar way. I wanted to try an actual clothing label to represent the label for the streets. This was achieved by trying to use many labels to spell out all the words. For this fifth design, it focused on more than just the label. It focused on the shadow and the clothes. I feel like this design is okay, but it just doesn't focus on the label as much as it should. This design was another try at achieving the label for the streets. I tried using one big label to achieve this, It's interesting to see the multiple ways this can be achieved. This seventh design focuses on positive bright colours for the design. The back would have a colourful positive colour, while the middle focuses on the message of homey. This last option is another attempt by changing up the background for the design. Having a light shadow instead of nothing for this design could be another way of looking at it. Refined sketching. For my first refined sketch of my first stylescape, I decided to choose this idea. Having the idea of the person being as high as the cloud, representing the Homey brand by wearing a t-shirt with the logo on it, relates to an important message. That by wearing Homey and supporting the good deed that Homey tries to help out and represent can help an individual feel that the sky's the limit and they can do anything in life. That's what this design conveys and communicates to the viewer and shoppers of Homey. The pink cloud and blue skies relates to positive and happy days. My second refined stylescape idea focuses on my concept sketches, but I decided to choose this one as I felt like it was best to convey this message. Having just the one label with the Homey logo is a visual metaphor of the message. A label for the streets is what Homey represents, and having this typography design on the brick wall would look so good. This design relates perfectly and conveys the message in the most appropriate way. The colours look really good and scream out to an individual's face. This design would be on a black brick wall to really make the colours pop out. I also feel as if I have included the Homey logo in a perfect way by having it on the label and ultimately in the middle as the main focus. Ultimately, my favourite option and the option that I'll be moving forward on with to develop is the second stylescape option. Having the message, a label for the streets, displayed largely across a black brick wall is a perfect way to visually communicate the message in an interesting, fun and straightforward way. I really like this design and I can't wait to see what the final design looks like. Thank you for watching and listening to my interim video presentation.